慧瑞。
陈桂温。
艾文星。
Ben。
陈浩。
东东。
杨。
I'm Wen Chanhe.
So today my topic is time management. That will be like a really specific topic that I'd like to talk about, and I think it's relative to everyone's normal life, especially on the academic aspect. You always like to do your assignment at the last minute, or delay it until the due date, or you like to stay overnight before the last day of your examination. I do that all the time, and from my aspect, I know that the friends around me did that thing all the time. So today I would like to talk about how could good time management skill improve your life. Assignment and the exams are basically two issues and topics for students to conquer through their academic life. And I find out like some students like to compare with each other's assignments and all those stuff, and maybe do that together and solve this kind of problem. I think that is actually progress for each of us, but the problem is it can't always delay to the last minute, because you will find out like your time schedule is not as flexible as that, and maybe there will be more problem if you delay everything to the last minute. And I think good time management skill will still work for majority of students, even though some students could still gain those progress and gain a better score due to all those like stay up night stuff. But I won't recommend that. First, I would like to talk about the disadvantage of messy time management skills, and second, I will talk about how could good time management skills solve this kind of problem. And the last thing is, how could good time management skills benefit your life? So like the first part is, how could the poor time management will bring you trouble on academic life? I have my worst semester for the last semester through all those like 3 years after I've been here, and I got the worst GPA ever. All about like is I have got trouble to handle my normal life with my academic life, and especially I have got extra examinations to do in spite of the one that I've got on everyone else. And I got really messy biological circle. It means that sometimes if I stay up late before the last minute of the due day or the examinations, I will have got really a poor score on that. But also, I would also like my biological circle is totally interrupted. And I became more stressful because this kind of bad circle situation. It's like if you stay up late and then you do the examination and then you have a bad score and you feel more stressful. You want to do better on the next time, but you find out you take most of your time on entertainment, and then you have got no time to study, and then turn around everything again. And the second part is, how could good time management skills solve those problems? The first thing is spending time on planning and organizing. Don't think like planning and organizing is not important at all for you, because I would say like if you plan to not organize or plan to fail, it means that you can never success due to this way. So planning is a really important part. I would suggest to use your syllabus that your professor gave you for every course you have through the normal semester, and then make a calendar by yourself to do this kind of stuff. And if you're interested in all those core stuff, you might find out that will help you a lot to assign your task assignments and all those exam review time better. And the second part is considering a biological circle as part of your study. Academic life is kind of tricky because a lot of students that I find out need to handle their study, academic life, and normal life, especially some of them will have got a worksheet to do. So for those students who have got extremely weird time schedule compared with others, I would suggest them to consider their biological circle in their academic life. If you are a night person or morning person, that you could better suggest yourself or which part of the day that you find out you will be most effective on your study. And you may choose those times that you're totally free to do all those relaxing stuff you like. And for the third one is how could good time management skills really benefit you? For the first part is less stress you will have. Like I mentioned before, it may bring you more burden and stress for you in normal academic life if you choose to do something before the due date or have got a messy schedule. Because my roommate have got a similar situation. I think it's really relevant to her major because her major is actually designing stuff. So that's why she could always delay her project to the last minute to finish. And about the second part is the satisfaction. It's like playing all those games. And every time if you finish something or do something, it will bring you satisfaction because you really did it and finish it. I think like a good management skill will bring you all those satisfaction after you finish your assignment or project. And for the third stuff is flexible time schedule. I find out that if you have got a flexible time schedule as your plan for your time management, you have got more time to do other stuff, and you won't be always kind of stressful and being chased by different kind of assignment or being guilty to play or entertain. So conclusion is, first is a good time management skill will bring you a lot of benefits, and you would like to have got an easier life through this kind of method. About the second one is due to the three-step introducing of the time management skill, I would like to suggest all of you to manage your life in a better way. And for the third thing is, you're the person who should control your life and control your time. Don't let it control you. And thank you so much.